What have you found most rewarding about traveling to new places?
It's a great delight to have been able to spend so much time in the US over the last few years. But one of the fantastic byproducts of that is the fact that I've amassed millions of air miles and have had a chance to explore some of the other parts of the world. So I've gotten really good at traveling. I'm like amazing at it, because I do it so often. And when you do it on a startup budget, you really have to be good at it. Otherwise, it's uncomfortable and horrid to be in the back of the plane the whole time. And I'm 6'5" as well, so scrunched up into the seat just in front of the toilet. That's not good. So you get good at it. You learn how to work the system. You're loyal to an airline, and they look after you, and that's always been really nice. But I love exploring, and I think to take oneself out of something that's comfortable, something that's familiar. I love going to Hong Kong and to Singapore and to places in Asia and just unplugging and just. There's something else as well, which was the US always used to be this unknown thing for me. My dad used to come to the US on business and bring back candies and things that I'd never seen before. It was so unfamiliar and so exciting. And he'd bring back toys and electronics and games and things that I was like, wow, is this mystical thing. I remember reading comics as a kid and having ads for Nintendo in it that we didn't have in the UK. And I think what's happened is the Western world has synced up much more closely, and those things aren't remarkable anymore to me. I come to the US, I'm here all the time, and it's nice to see the people, but the cultures and the technologies and the media is very familiar. So we watch American shows in the UK, American TV, American films, as you do here. It's the cultures are much more aligned, and I kind of miss that unknown element that I used to have as a kid when my dad would bring stuff back, or when I reading comics or whatever it was. But I love going to Asia because it's completely different language, different food. I love going to the supermarket and I'm like, what the hell is that thing in a bottle? It's for breakfast. It's like, what is that? Super fun and super exciting. And I need to be reminded the world is a big place. It's very important as a business person, as a human being, to recognize that not everyone's the same. And I think that when businesses in the UK and businesses in the US, they think very small about what their technology is, who it's for, where it's relevant. And I think we need to remind ourselves that it's a big world out there, that everyone's different. And I think exploring, if you can, other parts of the world that don't speak your language, that have strange cultures and wear funny clothes, and I think that's really important. So I love doing it. I love going to supermarkets and different stores in foreign countries. I think it's fascinating. It's great research for your business, for your life. I think it's really, really, really important, and I love doing it.